yeah, I was talking about this process of knowing, of um, deeper knowing, of sort of the subconscious knowing, this understanding you can sort of tap into, and um, this weird play between the two states of consciousness, or many states of consciousness, perhaps. Um, yeah, this sort of, inspiration and what that is, how that strikes, you know. But don't worry, I'm gonna talk about this a lot more, especially because I want to do this specific experiment. And what it is basically, I want to do, I do a lot of writing, apart from this channel and other stuff. And I wanted to do something with the writing that I did with this channel that turned out really cool. Which was that I very early on I made sort of commitments, tiny commitments, just by upgrading stuff. The first thing was just audio cable. A good audio cable made a big difference. Then the camera and the light, which also I think are pretty nice. Not over the top. It wasn't like, a lot of YouTubers do that they sort of overcommit. I saw or streamers, with like really good microphones, really good cameras, and then I saw like they were aiming for the next camera that was like 2,700 or something, or a microphone, whatever. And I thought, like, I can hear you fine. You play video games for this channel, and you basically, it's just commentary for, I can hear you fine. You don't need anything else. But that's not what I mean. It's sort of not this upgrading for, I don't know, the sake of it, or you're not chasing this one. I talked about this gearhead mentality. You just want to have the best gear, and sort of because you believe that best gear will enable you to be the best self, and that's not true. That's not how it is. It can help you with your vision, but it's not everything. Just like financials can sort of overtake your inspiration channel, so to speak. You're sort of it can overtake your true motivation to do something. So yeah, it's tricky, but I noticed it really helped to do these little commitments. Sorry, my chair is super squeaky. I need to get, that's the next upgrade, basically, a good chair. But yeah, these little commitments really helped, because it was sort of, okay, now I have this camera and this light, and it's gonna look real stupid if I just stare at them and wouldn't make a video. I mean, I would have continued anyway, because it's so much fun, but still, it helps, because there's a lot of, you have to be disciplined in a way. You have to really, take your own advice. That's the stuff I'm always talking about. Like doing stuff for the right reasons. All the stuff I talked about, and yeah, it can help. And I wanted to try this. So this is where we get to the experiment. I want to try this with the writing I do, because I do a lot of writing. I have a couple of old stories I wanna, touch up, sort of, make it a cohesive whole again, because it's sort of, some of it lost its way through all the rewriting I did, and I did too much of that. So yeah, here's what I want to do. I have an idea for a new story, and it's a really cool idea. I can't believe I was blessed with it. It's really, or I don't know how I got it. I don't know, but I feel really grateful that I have. And it's something, I want to make a movie script, and it's something I've never seen before. And it works in a genre which I think aids me, because I that comes to my aid, that helps me, because I like that stuff. I like a sort of a formula in it, but not this idea isn't driven by it. It's really an original, cool idea, coupled with other things. A genre. But anyway, the way I want to do this is, well, first of all, tell you about it, see if this really works, this sort of tapping into this deeper knowledge and writing from there. So I want to do that. I also maybe want to introduce another writer, like making more of a team effort rather than the lone wolf strategy that I was pursuing for a while, and that didn't really pan out. I mean, I got better as a writer, I learned a lot, and as a writer, honestly, you kind of can really do it all by yourself, but kinda, because you're surrounded by great stories, and you sort of, you have to be in the art as well, so you have to be interesting as well, and that's tough if you don't have a life, if you haven't experienced anything in your way, you can, I think you can experience a lot by just walking through the street. That's what I did today. I did some shopping and I looked at people and I was observing them. It made me feel really good, and I was nice to people, yeah, I don't know, I'm getting better at a lot of stuff because I'm starting to take my own advice. So I want to take that to the next step and really put this sort of, what is it? It's a method. I want to put the method to the test. Not really test, but sort of, it is. It's an experiment, and I want to sort of prove something with it. Because if I can't get it, so the goal is to basically sell it, there's a lot of stuff going into that, but not that much actually. You just have to get good reviews, you buy them, that's something, that's the commitment I bring to the table, I'm gonna pay for that. I'm not gonna ask you, but that's the last step. By the way, the first step is just to get going, start writing, and I want to update you. That's sort of the commitment I make to myself as well, sort of, because if you notice that after, I don't know, a couple of months there are no updates on this, I'm gonna look stupid. So and I don't want to look stupid. And so I'm not gonna. That's the. So right now I can't tell you what the whole thing is about. I have a pretty good idea right now, but it's that has to be a mystery from now. You can't share that. That's like that. It just doesn't feel good. That's like let's say you're pregnant and you in the first week or something, and you have a photograph of that. It's not gonna tell you much. It's wonderful for you. It's like, oh my god, this is gonna be amazing. But if you show it to people, it's like that thought. Okay, well, I guess whatever. It's not for sharing right now. Although I already got a kind of a good pitch, so I could give you the pitch, and that's gonna have more an effect of than it's not a perfect analogy with that example, but it's too early to share. That comes at a later point, but I'm gonna try this method of writing it really without thinking about, even though that's the goal of selling it, which is in my eye the same as sort of publishing it. That's the best a movie script can do, sort of, no, the best is that it gets made, and obviously that's actually the goal, the highest goal. But sadly, if you're starting in this business, that's sort of out of your hands as a writer. You have to sort of trust in the idea. That's exactly what I want to do. I want to infuse that idea with that method of really writing it from a place that I'm surprised of, and that's that I write it between this this conscious state right now of understanding a story, this genre, the plot, blah blah blah, but also the deeper thing behind it, and this idea is perfect for it as well. I think probably everyone is. Every good idea probably is. But yeah, I'm gonna let you know how this goes. And I'm gonna be strict with myself on that. I wanna catch myself when I write. When I know that the scene I just wrote is bad, that I really, I trust that instinct. And yeah, we'll see how it goes and how it turns out, and then we'll have a real thing that we can say, hey, this stuff I was talking about, complete bullshit. Or we have something on our hands here. Like, yeah, hey, I wrote something, but we wrote it in with that method. Sort of with, yeah, I guess you can say we wrote it because I'm involving you inevitably in sort of my motivator for the next updates. So, yeah, in a way, we wrote it. I mean, I wrote it. I get the money. But, you know what I mean. And that's also important. It's not about the money. That's really, that's not it. That's not what I want myself to be inhabited with. So, a bunch of stuff comes together here. But, yeah, I'm going for this deeper truth. I want to do right to this idea, because that idea really, it's really good. Yeah, and then we'll have, if it turns out that I achieve this goal of selling it, if it gets made, even better. But then we have like a real life impact with that method of deeper knowing, of sort of this knowing that, everyone has a unique journey, of course. So you have to listen to that inner guide, Hey, I know everyone's going that way right there, but you should try the other, right? More comfortable for you, better for you. I remember this guy and this friend in school back in, when I don't know, we were like 14 or something, and you had to choose between two paths in school, and one was this what do you call it? If you could sort of make cloth, make a shirt or something, you knit it, knitting, yeah. And the other one was, there was more involved with that path, but the other one was sort of the more like hammer and saws, and I'm gonna saw this tree in half and make a puppet out of it or whatever. And it was sort of common to choose that if you were a man, and the knitting stuff if you were a woman. But my friend chose the knitting stuff because he thought, I don't wanna cut a tree in half, and me neither. But I chose the male path, so to speak. Although in hindsight, it was way smarter to go the female path, because he was surrounded by girls and he had a girlfriend pretty quick, Smart. I'm not saying that was the motivation, but so it turned out. So yeah, what I'm saying with this is you can sort of, and I really didn't enjoy this. I didn't enjoy this at all. I cheated so much in that class. Like taking stuff other people built and saying, I'm just not the type of guy to give a hammer to. Although I can, I installed the light above me. I made it really, I can. So I guess it was worth it, but whatever. You get what I want to say, just go your path, and and finding that is sort of this, you balance these states of consciousness, this thing that's deep down that's telling you this, there, right there. And then all the other reasons that tell you, no, that doesn't make any money, no, that takes too much time, whatever, we can't afford this, whatever the risk or whatever you think the benefit is, it gets muddled. And you have to balance it, it's not like you can ignore all that stuff. Maybe at a later point then, for some decisions, or again, I don't want to tell you, you have to know. That's the core of it. For some things, you just, circumstances with your unique self. You have to go a unique way, in a way, you know. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. You know, it's gonna be my story, but it's gonna be, yeah. Balanced, I hope. No, I mean, not I hope. That's what I'm doing. I'm not allowing anything else. So, you know, I'm gonna do the best I can, and yeah, if we have something like a real impact, that would be great. That would be great. Yeah, and otherwise, you know, damn. But I guess next try, you know, maybe we come along some processes that I didn't consider, or whatever. Well, we'll see. I'll update you on this. It's not gonna be the only thing on this channel from now on, or something like that. I want to do a lot about this stuff, but that's gonna be one thing I want to talk about. This process. We're gonna create this.